Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing in the world. Welcome to this reading. So for today's reading, we have 4 piles to choose between. Over here is pile 1. It's raw jade that I collected in Big Sur. Pile 2 is going to be this hagstone. I also collected here in Southern California. Pile 3 is this cute little piece of, not piece, I guess, this garnet, okay? And pile 4 is this shell, okay? So if this is not your first rodeo, I will see you at your chosen pile. For those of you who are new, a special hello to you. My name is Zac, and I use a natural psychic ability to read the tarot and to create the oracle. So, in order to choose a pile, what I need from you guys is to ground your energy and to tune into the present moment. That way, you and I can link up somehow, somewhere in time and space, so that this reading will mean that much more to you. So once you've grounded your energy, taken a couple deep breaths, really tuned into this present moment, you're going to have to choose between one of these piles. And after you've made your selection, just scroll down to the timestamps. You'll find them either in the comment box or the description box below. Find your corresponding timestamp, and I will meet you at your reading. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Interesting. That's so bizarre. Sometimes I'll get a flash of an animal medicine card before I begin your reading. I got this one. So the dolphin is all about mantra. Did I mean that? But also breathing, okay? Let's pull a spiritual card. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. What a beautiful card. Okay? So let's go ahead and dive deeper with some tarot. What I'm picking up on first is this dolphin, rising out of the surf. And this figure up here, rising out of the water as well, okay? The card literally says your vibration is rising, okay? And I know that the dolphin is really significant. It relates to breath work, okay? And making sure that you're breathing in and out all of the way through all of your chakras. Okay, so there's definitely a period in my life, honestly, even still to this day, I struggle with breathing shallow. And when I make an effort to change that, it really affects my reality, okay? I start to feel a lot more coherent, okay? I think that you guys, even just now, I stood up. You may notice a difference in the volume in the audio or something, but I was hunched over like this, and I feel like that's what you guys are doing now, okay? So let's be mindful of our breath, okay? 40, the number 4 is the number of foundations, okay? And stability. So let's see what your message happens to be. Another 4. Oh, that's 6, sorry. Okay. Another 6, okay? 9s are very good too. Okay, so this first message, the lovers with the moon. I'm going to draw on that for you guys, okay? Wow. You guys have 2 aces in your reading. That's crazy. What I'm picking up on is, these 2 figures and these 2 figures, and everyone is looking up, right? There's this energy that I'm seeing even in your Ace of Cups, okay? The pillar of light going up, the dolphin jumping out of the water going up. There's this some energy that has to do with looking up right now. Yeah, and remember in the beginning I was like really hunched over. I guess you can't see on camera, but that's not important. It's like we need to pick our nose off the grindstone, okay? But there's also something else, okay? So my best friend has 2 dogs, okay? One is always looking up at the trees for birds in the trees. This dog literally has climbed trees before, and she's not a small dog. But the other dog is completely unaware, okay? He's not dumb, he lives totally differently, and that's an intelligence thing in dogs, but also other species who look up, okay, who don't just have their eyes focused on the present, or not even the present, just like, fixed on the ground. There's this idea of heightened intelligence from being able to pick up right now. Like, literally, I'm like seeing like you guys needing to like look up for some reason, okay? It's like staring so hard. You know how sometimes there are like stars in the sky, and if you look in your periphery, you can see the constellation, but if you stare directly at it, it fades away. There's that energy going on right now for you, pile 1, okay? Whatever this seems to be talking about in your life, okay? That's what I'm picking up on the most. There's something that your subconscious is trying to reveal to you. It potentially has to do with work, okay? A creative talent. This could be a hidden talent because we do have the moon here, okay? Whatever this is, it is very authentic to you, okay? Because we have this Lovers card. There has something to do with like, maybe breaking a chain or a cycle or something along these lines. I get the idea of like looking up for divine knowledge, okay? We look up, we see stars, we see the moon, okay? So it helps us feel like we're not alone in the world, okay? There's something about water as well. I think maybe watch the kind of water that you're drinking. Maybe you guys are extra sensitive like me, and it can taste water. I literally can taste all sorts of different types of waters. I'm very sensitive. I can only drink a very specific type of purified water, okay? You guys might want to look into the water you drink, especially if you live near a city, unfortunately, okay? What else am I getting? Yeah, it's that really strong idea of like needing to just pause for a moment, or like not push so hard, like loosen your grip, I'm getting, in order to perceive something, okay? And I think it's a new beginning, or there's new energy involved, because we have this beautiful Ace of Pentacles, the second one in your reading. That's really cool, okay? So that's the first message I'm getting. The second message we have Ace of Cups and 2 of Swords, okay? It's very similar to me, okay? A decision needs to be made. We're also drawing attention to the moon again. Our figure here is sitting with her hands crossed on her heart, his heart, their heart, okay? And, blindfold covering the eyes, okay? There's something we need to sense right now. Yeah, we have a lot of water in these cards, okay? It's like a divine message, honestly, okay? Ace of Cups can mean many things, okay? A boost in creativity. I think that you could be getting a download of some sort, okay? There's some message that's coming through, okay? Dolphins are really intelligent, okay? We also have the Lovers card. Aren't they one of the few animals who enjoy sex? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Like, they enjoy it in the same way that a human does, okay? Ace of Cups talks about romance to me. I see all these blossoms here, the lotuses in the water, okay? Maybe some of you are being told right now to work on, I heard authenticity first, okay? Expressing yourself authentically. I don't know. Maybe some of you are worried about coming out, okay? That's going to be a very specific message though. But I honestly just see a reiteration of what I've been seeing and feeling, which is like you needing to sense some message that's coming through, okay? We have this divine hand that's pure white. There are no white elements in any of these tarot cards except for these hands that are emerging, okay? Divine white light. We even have auric streaming all the way around them, okay? To me, this is a message, okay? This Ace of Cups is a message. And, it could have something to do with your dreams, because we have this, intuition card and the moon, okay? It could be a decision, right? Let's draw on this. I'm getting message strongly, though. What? third ace, what I'm getting is this message, this strong message of like leveling up. And I hate to use a cliche like that, but that's what I'm feeling here. It's because you've done the work, right? I'm keep getting pulled back to these lovers and the moon card, and I'm particularly drawn to this long path that goes through life, and it feels like you're walking in the direction that you are meant to be in, but it's like if you keep your nose to the ground, you're gonna miss what's around you, okay? And that makes sense. That ties in nicely with this Nine of Pentacles, which says express gratitude and appreciate what you have, okay? And that is linked to success, right? So your message, pile one, it has to do with picking your nose off the ground. Like get your nose, it's not get your nose out of a book, because I feel like honestly you guys could benefit from reading right now. When I get Ace of Pentacles, it talks about continued education or like digging a little deeper, okay? But you're going to find success in pulling back a little bit. It's like loosening your grip. It's like going about life with a slightly different perspective. You know, think about those two different dogs. One always has his nose to the ground, just doing his dog duty, sniffing around. And then the other dog, she's just such a smarter dog. She's, you know, wiser. She just has this intelligence about her. She's always looking up in the trees. She watches birds in the sky when she's out in the field. Like, it's like seeing birds and signs, okay? There's a message for you, okay? Your big message, pile one, has to do with intuiting some message, okay? I mean, I clarified your Ace of Cups in this intuition card. We get the Ace of Swords. It's like a divine intervention, divine timing. There has something to do with that. Ace of Swords also says like a clear plan of action, okay? But I'm also hearing like make a decision, okay? Now this is a general reading, so I cannot be any more specific than that. Let's go over this, you know, Nine of Pentacles card, okay? She's like a single person. She lives very well, okay? She's lots of grapes, you know, a bird in her hand is worth more than two in the bush. 9 is the number of success, and she's surrounded by gold and yellow, okay? Self-awareness, right? But not necessarily someone who is interested in relationships, okay? She has a very good relationship with herself, but I don't see, you know, I see her being, you know, on her own, okay? Something along these lines. And this little snail down here, come out of your shell, right? But it's also telling me to slow down. Now, it's interesting though, pile one. I'm not hearing slow down necessarily. It's loosen your grip, okay? Because I feel like you sense that you're on the right path, but I feel like you're thinking this should go faster than it is. And I think we're supposed to feel something right now. Feel the circumstances, okay? Feel the certain set of circumstances right now that you're existing in, because perhaps this is new energy to you. Yes, there is a message. You're trying to go past a certain level when you need to feel where you are right now because it's big for you. You haven't been here before, or you've at least entered a new period in your life that would be dramatically different than 6 or 7 or 9 or 10 months ago, okay? That's what I'm feeling. It's like you can't just keep climbing or keep driving forward with your nose down because you're not aware of the greatness that is right now, right? Especially compared to a year ago, okay? That's what I'm getting, right? And the water heater just turned on behind me. Just excuse me for 1 second. Okay, we are back. So this appears to be like the main message, okay? 3 aces in your reading is pretty remarkable. Yes, 2 of them were clarifiers, but I think that's still really important, okay? It's talking a lot about new energy, okay? I think that you're feeling stability for the first time in a while, or this particular level of stability is something that you need to become comfortable with and acclimated to. That's what I've been searching for. It's by experiencing what exists right now, it's new to you, is what I'm getting, okay? And it's like we have to be able to feel this, right? Because there's some message, right? There's something that we're not quite detecting because we're focusing so hard going in this one direction or something like that, okay? Having our nose to the ground, like climbing the career ladder. It's not necessarily that though. It's like a slightly different approach. I keep looking at my amethyst crystal and I'm noticing the different facets, and the ones that are, reflecting light are catching my attention compared to the opposite sides that are not refracting light. And it's like that. It's like there's more sides to this situation right now, and it's like we have to sort of angle this mirror, in order to shine brightly. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. It's like, even with this moon card, we're seeing blue represents subconscious. The green right here is the light where the moon is hitting, so the consciousness, and then beyond, is the unknown again. There's something in our subconscious that we need to marinate on and extract and flesh out, okay? Something along these lines. Because, your spiritual card is your vibration is rising. You are the oracle, okay? So, especially with 3 aces in your reading, I feel like I'm talking to someone who is adept spiritually, okay? I feel like you're a good person, and I want to say that you are honoring your soul contract, okay? But I think it's like we just have to shift slightly our perspective, our consciousness, using breath work to sort of appreciate the greatness we have right now, in order to keep climbing eventually, for sure. But we have to acclimate to this new level of being, okay? This new, because your vibration's rising, right? We have to acclimate to this new energy, okay? So that is the message I'm getting from the tarot. Do I want to pull, you guys do have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers, so you know what? I will go ahead and draw some romance cards for you. Let's see if we can get a couple of those. Okay, so pile 1. Let's take a look at romance. Not necessarily love, but wow. Okay, I was gonna say not necessarily relationships, but I said love. That's interesting. Pile 1, please. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Free yourself. It's time to take control of your life. Take back control of your life. Okay. This is absolutely true. Dolphins play, right? Maybe that was that message of experiencing sensuality and the orgasm, because they do. There's this idea of play, okay? They love to chase boats, to investigate people who are surfing, love to play in the waves, love to go with the flow of life, okay? I think that you guys are stuck in a habit of healing yourself or working on yourself, and it's like you're beating a dead horse. It's like you don't understand the progress that you've made. Try to pull back and think about who you were a year ago and what you wanted to see change a year ago, right? Maybe if you guys have done some writing a year ago, journal prompts, stream of consciousness writing, automatic writing, journaling, read those, because I think it would be super helpful for you guys, okay? Children are very lighthearted, they're innocent. Playfulness, and then a unicorn. What is more innocent than that? With free yourself, okay? Whenever I get this card, it's my favorite in this particular deck. It is resplendent, okay? Look at all these beautiful wildflowers and this gorgeous unicorn, okay? It talks about someone who is a really beautiful, gifted soul, okay? That's why you guys are the oracle. Free yourself, I think, from your mind, because I get Eight of Swords energy here. Also devil energy, because our unicorn is attached by a very loose chain to a tree trunk, okay? So I'm just getting that energy. I actually just kind of picked up on an A and I guess a backwards E, but I thought it was D and an AD, okay? I don't know, maybe that's significant to you, okay? What I was saying though is that there's the message that I just feel like I feel proud of you, and I need you to feel that too. Okay? We have to sort of, I'm not saying, yeah, I'm just saying loosen up. And that's a very hard message I'm trying to relay right now because I feel like it's not what you want to hear, but I think that that's an even more important signifier for you, pile one. I think that you've done enough and it's time to play, right? Is there any way that I can say that differently for you? I know exactly where you are. You know, I'm honestly kind of in this energy too. I'm not someone who likes to be idle. I love to work on things. That's how I feel best. That's how I feel like I'm not losing control, is when I'm climbing some sort of ladder, when I have a goal and when I'm working towards it. Okay, but what you don't see is you've been doing that so well that you're going to create sort of like this rut, and my solar plexus is lighting up right now, my energy center. You're going to like, and I keep staring at this orange calcite. Maybe you guys want to pick up some orange calcite, okay? Good for energy, right? I'm getting this idea of balancing your energy. Actually, I'm going to end your reading here, okay? So this is your message, pile one. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, you can consider subscribing. Please give me a big thumbs up if you've made it this far into the reading. It helps other people receive these messages. It helps my channel grow. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you have a great rest of your day, night. And until next time, stay divine. Hello, pile two, and welcome to your reading. Ooh, beautiful. Okay. Animal medicine we are working with is hummingbird, which is joy. I think the highest vibration of all. Okay, besides love, right? I'm seeing 44. Let's pull a spiritual card for you. Maybe you've been seeing 4-4 repeating. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Okay, beautiful card. I'm going to move that over here. And let's dive down into your message with some tarot cards. What I'm getting, though, first, is the need to ground yourself, okay? Obviously it says get grounded, but I'm getting a strong nature vibe, okay? We'll see what that means once we get some more clarification here. So, pile two, what do they need to know? Where's pile two at? I'm not taking cards anymore that flop out, but we do have the Queen of Wands, okay? It's a very spiritual card. She's our spiritual leader, okay? She's also, you know, I feel like the most fun in the deck. If I had to hang out with someone, it would totally be her. She has this really lighthearted, kind of like college party girl energy, okay? But yeah, there's this message of nature and beauty especially, okay? The hummingbird is a highly sensitive person in my mind, okay? So I think that I'm going to be channeling a message for empaths and highly sensitives. Obviously it says that. But the reason why I'm saying this is because hummingbird is allergic to inner discord. She is allergic to negative energy, negative people, energy vampires, okay? Callous people, caustic people, okay? She probably wouldn't relate well to the energy of the King of Swords, for example, okay? She is very sensitive because she can detect, you know, the tone someone speaks in, okay? She can hear the unseen and unsaid, okay? Is the energy that I'm getting. I just picked on another 4, okay? So 4s are the number of foundations, okay, and stability. Beautiful. Wow, so pretty. Okay, first thing I'm picking up on are the 10s, okay? We have one here with the Wheel of Fortune and one here with the Ten of Wands. Okay, tens are the end of cycles. All right. Moving forward, we had the Queen of Wands, jump out in the beginning. We have her masculine energy counterpart here, okay? Wands to me talk about spirituality, energy, life purpose, passion, motivation, drive. It talks about the solar plexus chakra, which is your energy center, okay? So, yeah, there's this need to ground and heal yourself, okay? You look at our angel figure, the angel of temperance to me is an angel of flow and balance and harmony and healing energy, okay? As an empath, I think that you are naturally a healer, okay? And I think we're having a confirmation of that with our star, King of Wands, temperance, and especially this hummingbird, okay? I think that for a while you have been this extra sensitive person. Maybe this isn't something you're aware of. I kind of get the idea that you are aware of this though, because you're, interested in tarot readings, okay? Interested in spirituality and self-growth, okay? You're very aware, and I hope that you realize that that is a gift once you can form a psychic shield around yourself, okay? One way to make this psychic shield is to envision a halo of white light around you, okay? At all times you can call on this, okay? One thing that I learned recently, and you can make a mirrored surface on the outside of that. So whatever negativity comes your way, it is refracted and delivered back to that source tenfold. Doesn't that sound powerful? Okay. So I feel like I'm really supposed to be like amping up my extra sensitives, okay? And I'm getting a flash on my solar plexus. It's just interesting because I felt two messages that I had to deliver today. It was just so cool. I was just telling Pile 1. I saw the dolphin right before their reading, but earlier today I was like, you know what? I think there's a message here for extra sensitives. I might do an entire pick a card reading just for them, but here's, perhaps that message coming out, okay? This need to ground our energy, okay? Oh, my goodness. Okay, I am so sorry, Pile 2. I hear my timer going off inside. I'm making enchiladas. I will be right back. I apologize. But what I'm getting here, this Knight of Pentacles is very, very grounded, okay? He understands that it is slow and steady progress that wins the race, right? Oh, wow. Here's our message of dedication versus inspiration, okay? Inspiration, it will only get you so far, okay? And I think that it is not as reliable as dedication, okay? Dedication is going to show you over time results, okay? Inspiration can feel amazing and can bring you to new levels of energetic states and can, all these new ideas, creative ideas especially, are beautiful, but I think that there's some element of needing to put in the work, okay? But there is a caution against burnout, okay? Knight of Pentacles, he is our builder, okay? He's very good at building businesses, building careers, building his talents, okay? I think that there is a call here of building education, perhaps, maybe stability, okay? Some aspect of building, okay? Yeah, he's not planting the seeds. He's like, the crops are kind of like halfway there, right? Not ready to produce fruit yet, but about halfway there, okay? Just give me 2 seconds. I'll do a jump cut. I want to tune into this message of temperance, okay? Okay, so what I feel as I look ahead, towards this King of Wand and Star card, which I really see as kind of very reminiscent of what's going on over here. I think that you guys just need a little bit of encouragement to go after pursuing a healing, lol. Okay, so maybe some of you actually need healing right now, okay? I think that could be very helpful. You should look into energy healing, an energy healer, okay, at the very least, okay? And I think that will cause you to feel unstuck, okay, to be able to move forward. with this project, okay? Others of you, we are trying to, because I was trying to bolster, like I said, my extrasensitives, we're trying to kind of get you to turn on to the idea of working with energy, okay? With working with your natural gifts as a highly sensitive person or an empath, okay? So a highly sensitive person could obviously be a stylist. They could work with interior design, and I can see that being harmonious with a hummingbird. But that's kind of more like what the world needed maybe 50 years ago. Well, right now, the world needs its healers and its empaths to step into healing careers, okay? To maybe set this foundation for future generations. That's the message I'm getting the strongest for pile 2 here. We're trying to encourage you gently to be interested in this idea of pursuing healing work. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay? This final message, King of Wands, a very spiritual person, though I don't immediately look at him as spiritual, interestingly. Okay? I see the Queen of Wands, and my knee-jerk reaction always is, we have the most spiritual card in the deck, right? I say that almost verbatim every single time. King of Wands is that. He's just the masculine side, so he applies it. I just see us needing to apply our spiritual abilities, okay? I see you turning your back to your star potential as a healer, right? The star is a message of hope, okay? It is also, it can also be, a star power, movie star. It can make you feel really inspired again. It can make you feel like you want to really go after your dreams and visions for the future. Absolutely all that energy, right? But it is mainly a card of hope, okay? We see this star, this androgynous figure who pours the cosmic water back towards source, but also waters Earth, the ground here, okay? Literal Earth, like our planet Earth, okay? And as this figure, the star, you basically, okay? You are the link to deliver this water, which is creative energy, but I'm also getting it as healing energy, okay? It's like, yeah, my solar plexus is lit up right now, okay? Which has to do with your energy center. I think that this has to do with energy, okay? So perhaps we were being called to, at the very least, to make a wow. Home needs to be harmonious, okay? I think that you guys are very sensitive to your environment, and I think that your environment needs to reflect your sensitivities. I want you guys to pour as much creativity as you can into your environment at this time. If you're someone especially who works from home or feels most comfortable at home, I think perhaps you need to, some of us here really know what I'm talking about, and some of us are very interested. I've piqued your interest, okay? You're someone who works from home and you enjoy it and you know that you love your environment. Or you're someone who is applying themselves in the real world and is becoming burnt out as a result, okay? By not listening to this inner calling that you have, by not honoring a gift that you have, which is your extra sensitivity, okay? And if that is you, we need to create harmony here, and I kind of need you to sort of turn on to the idea that you can design whatever work-life balance you want, and you can work from home if you want, and you can utilize your spiritual gifts if you would like to, okay? Some of you just like to work with the environment anyways, okay? Perhaps some of you are interested in animal rights activism. Some of you could be animal psychics, okay? Just you care about the environment, right? Am I getting anything else? Just sort of, King of Wands, spiritual figure here, a really good delegator, okay, an authority in this field with his back towards the star, and here our figure has his face buried in these 10 wands, and our knight, no one is facing us, okay, besides perhaps this figure that, the Sphinx, okay? This hidden knowledge that you have within yourself is what I heard, okay? It's telling me that it's like you're trying to turn a blind eye to your sensitivities, why? Okay? I see a really sensitive person, and I see, you know, you're here to create a lot of beauty in the world around you, okay? Creative something, right? These creative waters could be art, and that can be anything from drama to creative writing to singing to painting. Yeah, honestly, to interior design, okay? I'm styling, fashion to a degree, but I feel like it is deeper than that, okay? There is a spiritual level, okay? You know, with empaths, highly sensitive, King of Wands, Temperance card, the Star. I'm talking to a spiritual person or someone who has come here to do spiritual work at the very, very least. Okay? And I think a couple of those messages were super important, primarily designing an environment that is really nourishing to you, where you feel comfortable. And it's super important to find your base level pile two, to where you feel enriched and where you feel like you can operate without energy and life force leaking from you. For some of you, it's a necessity to create this shield that I felt early on in your reading and to learn about that. For others of you, it's simply pulling yourself out of wherever disharmony is and, you know, solving that, okay? If you work in an office with ugly people, by ugly, I don't mean their appearance, I mean their energy, okay, and their attitudes and their inability to keep it and contain themselves, okay? If that is you, recognize your sensitivity and honor it, okay? And then others of us, you need to just, I don't ever mean to say need to, okay? It's just for lack of better words. Okay, I'm working on that. I see like a need to face something, okay? Face it head on instead of turning a blind eye, okay? At the very least, we need to be getting outside or connecting with a plant, okay? And it's not going to happen overnight, okay? But I mean like developing a connection with nature and plants, okay, and inanimate things, at least animals. But that is something that you can do, okay? I'm sorry I keep dropping that thought. I don't know why I'm judging myself right now. Like, you can literally talk to plants, okay? And you can sense their energy, but it doesn't happen overnight, okay? But you can absolutely tune into their energy. I think perhaps maybe you could look into herbalism, okay? And look at magical correspondence for certain plants, okay? Jade, for example, is great for prosperity. Lavender is great for calming, okay? I think lavender is important too, okay? Sage is great for cleansing, okay? So that's what I'm getting as your main message. You know, I don't really have an interest in drawing any romance cards for you, okay? Take that as that resonates. I think that the main messages came out for my pile too, okay? And if you haven't already, you can consider subscribing. If you've made it this far, please give me a big old thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. It helps other people find these messages too. And wherever you are in the world, pile two, okay? Stay divine, but also, you know, honor your sensitivities, okay? It's a curse until you can learn how to work with it and learn how to protect yourself, okay? So those are the final messages. And again, until next time, Pile 2, stay divine. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Let's start off by drawing an animal medicine card. Ah! Okay, here we are. I really love these cards. Honestly, I haven't started, but I really should link these decks below, especially this one. Ooh, I felt you. Okay, Hawk. Wow. Okay, so Hawk is the messenger, okay? And right away, it's like the energy of beware or be aware, okay? And we'll figure out what that is in your reading. Let's do one of these cards. I like to take in a spiritual angle into account in these readings. Ooh, protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. What a really cool card. For some reason, I was getting like really sort of dark, like groovy, I don't know, like 80s vibes. That doesn't even sound like 80s. I'm screaming. Okay, let's open this message up with some tarot cards. Oddly, I'm being drawn back and forth to this hawk's eye, the shine mark on it, and then the shine mark over here of this like solar or lunar eclipse, okay? The shine, it's like light, okay? You had the 10 of Wands pop out. But I don't take those, flying cards anymore. We'll get to your message here soon as the deck feels good. Actually, that's about now. Okay. 2 5s. Wow, this 2 of Swords has been coming out a lot. 2 2s. Okay. 5s talk about uncomfortable change, honestly. But remember that change is for the better, okay? It really opens doors for us. I'll just leave it at that, okay? Let me take a look. Interestingly, the 10 of Wands came out, and there are no wands in your reading, okay? I think perhaps your energy is low at this point, and we're trying to bring that back in. This hawk card I always take quite literally, okay? Because I've had really cool associations with hawks and receiving really important messages, especially if you hear a hawk cry. So for example, when I was in Savannah, I was applying to a college out in California, and it was a very exciting time for me. And at that point, I was also learning about tarot and oracle cards, and I was walking home one day, and this hawk overhead like just started screaming, and I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. Crying, screeching, whatever. And as soon as I finished, getting back to my apartment, I checked my email, and there was a message like notifying me that I like got an interview, which was really cool. Anyways, this hawk card, okay, there is truly some message coming in, okay? And I feel like you're potentially like hoping to hear news about something. Perhaps this reading itself is this message, okay? Protection, interesting. Call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval, okay? Honestly, if some of you were thinking about seeing a shaman to do a cord cutting ceremony, you could look into that. They also can perform soul retrievals. So take that as a confirmation. And then leave that if it doesn't resonate. This circle right here is drawing my attention. It really reminds me of the circle here, okay? So I see someone who's sort of stuck in their mind right now, or your energy is being drawn by something, okay? Something outside of you, some relation, perhaps, maybe something that you said. Look right here at the heart of your reading. Both of the figures happen to have the blindfolds covering their eyes. It's very strange, okay? They're the only 2 in this deck that have them over their eyes, okay? It's interesting. So to me, that talks about blocked intuition or the need to sort of heal yourself from the inside, okay, and look within at this point in your life. There could be some energy vampire in your life. If you don't know what that is, you should Google it, okay? I sort of see, with this Hierophant here and the hawk, like perhaps there's some sort of dark negative cloud over you, or, energy from someone else stuck to you, okay? So I think that it's important to sort of, recognize who you are in a greater sense, okay? You're bigger than the mistakes you made in the past. You're bigger than who people thought you were 5 years ago. You're bigger than what your parents wished for your life to be when you were young, okay? You're bigger than who you are now because you're still evolving, okay? What I mean to say also is that you're going to like go on and like experience so many other dimensions as you exist forever because I feel like we do. So it's important to let go of like bad habits that we used to do, have conquered, but for some reason like beat ourselves up for still like thinking about them. These are like worries or like loose fears, okay? By loose, I mean it's like time to grab them and like sort them out, okay? So that they don't steal our energy anymore. For other people, we literally do have some sort of like negative energy attached to us, okay? So it's important to like make sure that you're cleansing crystals if you keep a whole lot of them. It's important to perhaps like when you buy something from a store, like sage it first, especially if it has something to do with occultism, okay? Or honestly, if it's just like anything jewelry wise, I love to always cleanse that. And you can do that with salt, especially pink Himalayan salt is what I'm seeing, okay? It's important to do that for all your jewelry. You can also use sage, okay? If you have access to that. But for others of you, this isn't so serious. We're not talking about a parasite or anything. It's like you need to sort of figure out who you were when you were younger, okay? How life felt then, who you wanted to be, perhaps for some of you. But I get more than that. It's just like we need to bring up our energy somehow. It's really important to bring up our energy. You could use crystals, okay? Like this orange calcite here. It's great for energy. But it's like, there are other ways to do that. Eating well, making sure you're getting enough sleep, but like actually making sure and sticking to that and being dedicated to that, okay? I'm also seeing like a need to incorporate a workout routine. Okay. Yeah. So I'm seeing this card, Kill Your Idols, okay? And I'm seeing that in combination with this Hierophant. I just wanted to finish what that message was, okay? And it's like, it's bringing me back to the beginning of the reading when I was saying, when we're younger, we always try to like be something big and grand and great, like right away, even before we sort of have an idea of what we want to do and like how best to do it. We start doing it without like having a more evolved idea about it, okay? And it's time to stop comparing yourself to things and experiences outside of you. I think that'd be really important right now. It's perhaps where your power is, okay? Call back your power. It's like you're extending too much of your energy towards other people or towards judgments outside of yourself, okay? So comparing yourself to people on the internet, who you went to school with, okay? Friends and family. And it's time to like bring all that back so you can sort of decide who you are and where you want to go, okay? It's heavy energy, okay? I think that I'm giving you really practical advice to sort of shift you through that, okay? Because the main message here is that you can remove this energy draw, okay, by simply coming aware of it, okay? So sort of just figure out, what seems to be getting you down right now, okay? And I bet you it's like a judgment. You're comparing yourself to other people who are farther along, not even just in their journey, just like farther along on that road of desire, that you share with them, okay? The message I wanted to hearken was, these binds are super loose, okay? So you can free yourself from this set of circumstances by becoming aware, okay? Now, this other message over here, okay, there was a hair. This Two of Cups, okay, I see a work bond or a work relationship or, a friendship with someone at work or who shares a similar talent as you do, okay? And I see you strengthening a bond there and working together, okay? Yeah, we can draw some relationship cards, though. Let's do that. What's interesting, though, is that we have 2 5s, and then this event here, 2 and 3, makes 5 as well, okay? So there seems to be, a lot of attention about changing your mind, changing your perspective or outlook on life, in like a consciousness kind of point of view, recognizing that you really can control your mind and create and thus create an experience that you desire and any one of them. Okay, and also this final episode over here, this final message. Okay, a lot of change perhaps in relationships at work. If I had to read that literally, but let's see. Okay. Getting to know each other, healing family issues, and soulmate. Very interesting. Okay. So I think that we're seeing examples for the three main types of people I've been talking to in this reading, okay? So for some of us, yeah, getting to know each other really does, talk about this new relationship at work, okay? But it doesn't have to be love, okay? I was getting that vibe of like work with another creative, okay? Work with someone who has experience, with why do I keep saying that? Cord cutting, soul retrieval, a shaman type figure, okay? Yeah, I see that energy being supported here, okay? So I think it would be helpful to make friends right now, or at least to, become aware of relationships that give you a lot, okay, of love, support, and just make you feel good, okay? We're drawing attention to, work on these and strengthen them, okay? Soulmate, and then healing family issues, okay? To me, this healing family issues has something to do with this this idea of having to like perpetuate something your parents wanted you to do, okay? And it's like allowing yourself to figure out, again, we're saying this, who you are without all these judgments, without all these ideas outside of you, without what someone told you to do when you were little, okay? It has something to do like that. This soulmate card, interesting, For some of you, this is, in fact, a new relationship, okay, at work that has to do with love, okay? And as this is a general reading, you'll have to sort of discern when I'm talking to you, okay? So this reading went very quickly. Is there anything else I want to do? I can draw a few more cards, okay? About this soulmate, just for the people who resonated with this, okay? I'll clear these out. So, if you did not resonate with this, drop a like if you've made it this far. Consider subscribing. You can always leave a comment. I'd love to talk to you guys in the comment section. Okay. Crush. I really like you. And better by myself. Okay, but this one was sort of in reverse. So, this is cool. Okay. It does feel like young love. Okay. And I see you questioning whether or not it's appropriate to have this relationship. What's cool is I see perhaps you thinking, or them, one of you is thinking that the other party is really good at being single. Okay, that's what I'm seeing with this. And if this is you, you're like, wow, they are like a boss by themselves. Maybe you think that they just got out of a relationship, but they didn't. That's the energy, okay? And what I see with these two cards is, again, both of you, okay? Crush, and then I really like you, is the same energy to me. So it's like a confirmation that this is how they feel about you, and this is how you feel about them, and it's mutual, okay? It also just sort of really, underscores this soulmate idea, okay? If you've been thinking about that, if you believe in soulmates, at the very least, I think that the soulmate card could talk about a really important connection, okay, if this is a friendship, all right? I see it as something more, though. So, that is the end of your reading, pile 3. I really hope you liked it. Again, if you made it this far, maybe give me a big thumbs up. Helps the channel grow, helps other people receive these messages, and until next time, stay divine. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. Let's start off with an animal medicine card. I was just telling pile 3 that I really should start linking these decks below, especially this one. These are really good cards. Okay. Ooh, let's do you. Skunk. Interesting. Okay. The skunk, it's a card of leaking sexual energy. Okay? But that's only one interpretation. It's just, the one I associate with it. And it's like looking outside yourself for a recognition, kind of. Let's grab a spiritual card. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Okay. And then let's open this up with some tarot cards. Honestly, what I saw first was like this cobra right there as the headpiece, and then this snake, interesting. This sort of like S mark right here of the tail. They're making very similar shapes, and it could, even though this is usually like, hey, stop, stop projecting, sensuality and sexuality into people's faces, basically. Okay, to me, it's telling me, it's like, let's turn that on ourselves. Like, let's shower ourselves with like some gifts at this time. That's a really interesting combination of cards. It's like, let's adorn ourselves, or figure out about beauty within. But it's also, it's like, how you look doesn't reflect the power that is inside you, okay? The power within. Your appearance doesn't reflect inner beauty either. So let's open this up. It was the Knight of Pentacles for those curious. I know I always want to know when I watch readings. Knight of Pentacles. Jesus. Okay. Okay, some of you... Okay. Oh, okay. So some of you need to heal your solar plexus, which is your energy center, okay? Some of you need to heal your sacral, and some of you, especially with the skunk message, need to heal your root chakra, okay? So eat some dark red foods, okay? But also, you could listen to sound baths, okay? The root chakra is associated with feeling safe, okay? I think there's some need to, recognize that, your basic needs are being met, okay? When we have an unbalanced root chakra, that's what this skunk card is really about. And it can present itself by, seeking lower vibrational confirmation. Okay, that's really vague. I know. Give me a second. It's it's a scarcity thing. It's a lack mindset thing. It's a needing to hold on really tightly and control everything kind of thing. It's feeling like you can't give back to others. It's like a selfish thing. Okay. Anyways, let's open this message with these tarot cards. That was an important message, though. Healing your solar plexus, chakra, sacral, or root. Okay. I think if you guys like spiritual homework, you could look up, what those all correspond to, and figure out perhaps if any of yours are closed. Another really good message for those who are more spiritually inclined is to simply acknowledge that you have chakras, which are energy centers. And I think you particularly need to acknowledge your solar plexus, okay, the yellow ray. And that is, it has to do with your energy center, okay? But what I mean is simply acknowledging it will help activate it, okay? And you can do that for all of your chakras, okay? So let's open up this message. I just keep wanting to shuffle. I'm picking up a lot more on your reading now, okay? Yeah. Wow. That's really beautiful. Okay. So here I see a lot of anxiety around relationships and love and romance and sexuality, which is everything we've been talking about. Here it's a need to feel safe at home. And the strength card talks about a reflection of, your outer beauty does not represent the courage that you have within, your powerhouse within. Okay. What you look like on the outside does not reflect your inner beauty. Okay. So this is an amazing confirmation for pile 4. So let's start over here though. Okay. So I see a lot of anxiety around feelings of self-worth and love. Okay. So it's this idea of needing to recognize somehow, impress this on your consciousness that you have food to eat, you have water, you have a place to sleep reliably, and you have a roof over your head. Okay, that's kind of the same thing. Anyways, acknowledge those things because there are many other countries who don't have it as good. Okay, it's like gaining a broader perspective, and I think that will help balance your root chakra especially. Okay, I also see a message being delivered in your nightmares. Okay, and I think I'd like to share with you one reoccurring dream I used to have. And it's, when we see anything like fear, it's just, a message in a different reflection. Okay. So let me go on. Sorry. I needed to get that out. So my dream, I kept getting this grizzly bear, okay, was entering my dream, and I have a phobia of bears. Okay. But I was always able to escape it. I was super, super clever, okay? This one time I just belayed down a cliff, to escape it, and it didn't get me. This one time I was in this weird sort of cellar underground, and I just got the message as a heads up that a bear was coming. And so because I was really intuitive in that moment, I locked the doors and just in time as we saw the bear outside pass, and always able to come up with ways to escape it. And there was this one time I was having this nightmare, there's a bear in it again, and I was just enough is enough. And I literally, I was in the middle of escaping, I had gotten into a truck and I started driving away, but I slammed on the brakes, jumped out of the truck and ran towards it and gave it a hug, and it turned into a teddy bear, and I've never had that dream ever again. And I had that dream at least 10 times. And it was just very, very, it's never come back to me. And it's we have to face our fears. And it was the most in my face, way of showing me, because I'm an air sign. I have a Aquarius sun and a Gemini moon, and I'm really heavily ruled by air. So I'm always living in my head. And I will look at an idea, but I won't follow it through. Okay. I don't know why I'm sharing so much with you. It's just this idea of needing to ground ourselves and to stop some sort of fear or anxiety. Okay. That keeps, it might literally be coming up as a nightmare. Okay. It's exhibiting as a nightmare, this message in your dreams. Okay. I just think I'm drawing a lot of attention to needing to ground ourselves and to feel safe. Just pay attention to that. Take that message as it resonates. I want to draw just a few clarifiers for this first main message. Okay. Okay, in your backyard, collecting and words count. Okay, so the one that I'm picking up on, in your backyard to me was it was oh my God, it's coming, I feel you have this looming sense of doom, okay? Or perhaps you had a childhood that was difficult, or you're used to things just not working out for you, and it's you're sort of trying to grab a hold of the earth that's shifting around you, and trying to control it instead of sort of living with a little bit more confidence, okay, that things work out in divine timing, okay, and that you are worthy of love, okay. There's this message of really needing to feel worthy of love and like needing to be in a relationship, okay, and needing to have sort of like people sort of acknowledge who you are and how beautiful you are. Okay? But I think that we're trying to get you to shift out of this into this priestess card where you recognize that you're an infinite being and you have the ability to control your mind and you can stop these fears by facing them head on. Okay? Your words are really powerful. Okay? There's the most cliche way of saying this, but it gets the message across, is that instead of saying like, ugh, I have to go to the gas station to get gas, you can say, I get to go to the gas station to get gas because I have a car and money to do so, right? It's that shift, and the words you say are super powerful. Like, even just being able to say like, I am worthy of love, or I am beautiful, or what I look like on the outside, you know, my past, my history, who I have been doesn't reflect who I currently am, okay? It's important to watch our words. But what I was also saying was, we're shifting away from this, you know, feeling really unbalanced, not safe, you know, anxious. We're shifting from looking for confirmations outside of ourselves and people to love us. We're learning about that, okay? And we're moving from this into the priestess card, which is talking about where can I step up and lead, okay? So instead of focusing so much on a relationship in order to feel worthy, or a relationship in order to feel stable, we're kind of being called to sort of use our personal set of experiences and share them with other people, okay? This could be relationship based, okay? This could be like a therapist. You guys could be interested in psychology, okay? Dream psychology. Something along these lines. I think you have an ability. You're perhaps empathic, okay, some of us, because I do see this attention drawn to the healing hands right here. So I think that you guys could be, empaths, right? Which are a very good, life coaches kind of idea. And it's like getting control of this and showing other people how to do that too. Okay? Something along these lines. For others of us, it's you have, this talent, okay? And it's time to express that and share that with other people. Let's see if I can get some information about what this talent could be. Okay? It's like needing to shift from someone who is unstable and lacks self-confidence and self-concept into someone who knows they're a boss-ass bitch, right? That was that message I keep saying, like, needing to remember that you're infinite, okay, and you're not like anything from the past because you're always changing. Okay. Artist, okay. Something creative. Artist is, this is literally anything, okay? It's like, you could be a singer, you could be a songwriter, you could be a poet. It doesn't have to be, anything with communication or writing, though it could be. It's like, oh, yeah, you could be a songwriter, right? Writing about these energies that you've been experiencing, heightened sexuality, sensuality, okay? But also, like, love and heartbreak, okay? I can see you writing about that. Or utilizing art to express that and transmute that energy so you can step up into being this priestess. I, really want to, keep encouraging my pile 4 to, be able to transmute this energy, into becoming this new person where they feel like they are in control of their decisions and their mind and their future, okay? That's what I'm getting from these, all right? I see someone who needs to perhaps not keep going into quick relationships, right? It's like we do that in order to not focus on ourselves. But as soon as we can gain control of our confidence, okay, self-confidence, then we can remember that we are this infinite God figure, and then we can create a world that we wish to live in, and then we become a magnetic attraction for love, okay? Because I do see love, and I see a great long-lasting love here that wants to come forward, pile 4, but it's like we really have to learn this lesson first, okay? And it's becoming happy with who we are and what we look like. I think you need to stop looking in the mirror for a long time, okay? Or stop listening to music, because I think it like perpetuates a story in your head, and it's like creating a false ego, okay? And it's like creating a shell of yourself. This is super important. I've been through this, okay? It's like the beginning of a dark night of a soul, or the beginning of a Saturn return. Okay, it doesn't have to be like that for everyone, but there's this big message of love here and feeling worthy, okay, and loving who you are, okay, and then that shifts your energy, okay. Once you step from the skunk into the priestess, you are drawing in this beautiful relationship that really stands the test of time, okay. Strength, yeah, it's learning about inner beauty, okay, and just the sheer strength and willpower and courage and confidence it's going to take to be able to move through this energy, okay? It's super empowering. I love that for you, Pile 4, okay? I also love to see this relationship. Let's go forward and draw on some romance cards to see what this can be talking about. I'll start with these. But remember, try not to focus on this yet, okay? Because I see, stability in your future after this transition from skunk to priestess, okay? I want to, some of you, this is a general reading, so some of you are feeling more drawn to this part of the reading because you've done the work. Some of you really need to do the work first. But what I mean to say is that you are all going to experience this, if you're resonating with this reading, at different stages. Some of you are going to be able to transmute this energy quickly, and some of you are going to take a little bit longer, to journey to the priestess, okay? To journey to being self-aware and self-confident, okay? Okay, first card to sort of come out. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, but again, not taking any little ones that fly away. But I do see this as being a spiritual lesson, okay, and that being the main message that needed to come out. It's like we have to learn to not seek our other half and to feel confident and comfortable with being whole by ourselves first, or needing to feel beautiful and in control, okay? Wow, yeah. Aw. See? This is true. This is very true, okay? Free yourself. My favorite card in this deck. Love yourself first and then the honeymoon, right? This is a literal iteration of what we've been talking about. That's so cool, okay? So it's time to take back control of your life. That's what we've been talking about, okay? You are this creative person, this unique person, this artistic person, at least this beautiful soul, okay? I love this card, okay? Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, right? That's what we've been talking about with this skunk card, okay? We need to stop trying to like rub in people's faces how beautiful and attractive and talented we are, and sort of just emanate that from walking in, this comfort of being ourselves, okay? We have to love ourselves first. That was that idea of like adorning ourselves. So maybe you want to change up your hair, okay? Something along those lines. But some sort of beauty, okay? I want you to adorn yourself, okay? And again, not to take a picture and show that to people, but to feel beautiful, okay? There's this idea of freeing yourself, learning about these lessons in love, and then look what happens, honeymoon, okay? I see this. It's like, oh wow, is what I just heard. Like, it really does work that way. And that's like one of you who decides to actually like do this work, okay? Because it's not, easy. The strength card is here for a reason. It takes sheer willpower and determination, a lot of energy and courage to feel this way, to feel like this priestess, to be in this godlike power and energy, but it's very doable, right? It's not impossible. It just takes a lot of strength, okay? And I see this Ten of Pentacles and the honeymoon card as, a blissful ending, okay? Or at least like a really great love after this, okay? That's really pretty. That was a really fun reading, very cohesive, okay? I really hope that you guys liked it. If you haven't already, you can consider subscribing. If you've made it this far, maybe drop me a like. It really helps other people find these messages, helps my channel grow. And this is the end of your reading pal 4, so until next time, stay divine.